Here we're asked to write the equation for a horizontal and vertical line, and it has to pass through this point, -2, 6. I ended up plotting the point on a graph for you already, so this is the location, -2, +6, and I'm just going to label it here, so -2, 6. That's the location of that point right there. And I'm going to look at, again, we have to write the equation of a horizontal line and a vertical line. I'm going to start off with the horizontal line first, and keep in mind, this is vocabulary. A horizontal line looks like this, side to side. A vertical line is like this, straight up and down. In the first example, I'm going to start off with the horizontal line. So I'm just going to draw a horizontal line passing through this point here, -2, +6. And we need at least 2 points to define a line. So I'm just going to mark another point on this line. I'm going to mark this point here. And this is actually going to, I'm going to write down the coordinate of that one too. Let me just put it in black here. So this is the location. X is 0, so 0, comma, and Y is 6. And I'm just going to, let me mark one more point over here. I'm going to mark this point right here. And I just want you to notice something about, so here this is, X is -1, Y is +6. So I have 3 points, -2, 6, -1, 6, 0, 6. Let me just write them out over here on top of each other, stacked above. So these are 3 points I marked on the line. And I don't know if you already noticed it, but ask yourself, what do all these points have in common? And don't forget, points are always a list of X and Y values. So looking at these values, what do they have in common? You can see that they all have one number in common, it's 6. And what does the 6 represent? The X or the Y? So if you look at the top, you can see it represents Y. So for my equation of a horizontal line, I'm just going to write down all the numbers they have in common, which is the Y. So Y is equal to 6. And this is actually the equation of the line. So I could put down that the horizontal line, my equation is Y equals 6. And now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it for the vertical line. So the same idea. Let's look at the vertical line. So again, I have my point here, -2, 6. So let me just label it. That's -2, 6. And now I'm going to draw a vertical line passing through that point. So vertical line. And I'm just going to mark some points on this line. So 1, 2, 3, do one more. And I'm going to write down the coordinates of each one. This is the point -2, 1. This is the point -2, +3. This one up here is -2, +5. And then we already had this one marked -2, 6. Now looking at all these points, let me just organize them and put them on top of each other again. So we got -2, 6, I had -2, 5, -2, 3, and -2, 1. And you'll notice no matter which points you pick on this line, they're all going to have one thing in common. And don't forget X, Y is the ordered pair. What do they have in common? Ask yourself. Every single point has one thing in common. X is equal to -2, right? They all have the same X value. And this right here is the equation of a vertical line. So for my vertical line, let me just erase this so you don't confuse yourself with the horizontal. My vertical line, again, remember that goes up and down. My equation is X equals -2. And that's it. Those are your two equations. So anytime they ask you to write the equation of a horizontal or vertical line, it helps because, to just kind of observe what's going on with the points. What do they have in common? And by drawing it out and marking a couple points on the line, then you'll be able to come up with your equations, very quickly. But keep in mind, you have to know that a vertical line goes up and down and a horizontal line goes side to side.